the subtlety of the very close colour range and the relationship between the murky purples and the B-shaped and the grey of the sky, and also because it's very unobviously it's not a pretty plant. And I'm rather fond of acanthus because of the classical connotations. They were, after all, the basis for the decoration on Corinthian pillars, columns in Greece. See the shape of the leaves. I spend quite a long time looking at it before I start. That's very important, so that you have some idea of the painting in your head before you touch a paintbrush. So, perhaps I'd spend half an hour working it out, and then I paint it. Something like this I would use, because of the complexity of the foliage, I would use as a template the negative shapes. And I just paint it. So I've looked at it, I've done, all that sort of stuff. I find it's worthwhile putting in the thinking time before you start the painting. Otherwise you can't balance it. I lay out my palette according to what colours I am likely to want to use. And then I work on the palette. I mix as needed. People are under the impression that I use bright colours the whole time, but I don't. Very often it's just one bit of strong colour is all you need, but you do have to be very careful about the tonal values. And then I really start at the middle of the painting and work outwards. So you can see the window's a bit dirty, but it's really nearly a sort of deep purpley blue rather than a green.
And how long would a painting take you to complete?
Say about 7 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
For one like that.
You work wet and wet?
I normally work wet and wet. I do use a little bit of dryers in my medium, so that if I have to scrape everything off, I can do it without making a god-awful mess. Paintings don't always go easily for me, and they don't necessarily always work.
Does that mean that you come back to it then at a later date, or do you scrape it off and start again?
To go back to things, because I find that they just sort of go dead on you and get muddled. Though occasionally I have set myself problems, usually with a still life. I painted a series of red still lifes, which actually took me months to work out. There's a painting of cards upstairs in the studio, if you want to use it with one bit of red. That took me 2 months to solve.
And I suppose when you deal with flowers quite a bit too, they're quite immediate, they change.
They're going to change, so you've got to be fairly quick.
What were you trying to resolve in this?
Using these pattern of rectangles and just that one bit of red, Well, the colour harmonies, but also the taking something very simple and making it sing.